I mean, talk us through PES 2017.
Sure.
What are the big changes this year? What are we going to see?
Oh my God, we've got so many.
Okay.
So many this year, but I think for the show, we've made some really, really big announcements. And for everyone who's like watching this now, if you don't believe anything I'm saying because I work for Konami, you can make that choice yourself because we've got the demo coming next week.
Oh,
That
nice.
is one of the biggest announcements that we've made at the show. So next week, as you can see now, we're actually loading up the game. What's being played, you can get it in your hands next Wednesday.
Excellent.
For the US, actually, it's next Tuesday.
Oh,
so even earlier.
early access.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Let's call it early access.
But one of the things that we've been talking about every year with PES, if you love PES, it's for the gameplay, right?
Yeah.
We focus on that and we really try to own that. And when we came to Gamescom, we really wanted the demo to come out as soon as possible to really show the confidence that we have. To say, you know what, we have the best game, and you know what, there you go, guys.
That's fine.
Next week, you can play it.
Nice.
And it shows that we're really confident. We've had fantastic support from the fans and from people who are playing the game. At the show, we are the only only soccer game for your audience that's been nominated for the best sports game. We've won the Gamescom Sports Game Award for the last 2 years. We're going for the hat-trick this year. So it's crazy right now where PES has come from because, you know, a few years ago, even getting close to an award, you know, would have been crazy to think. And now we're suddenly winning all of them. And
that's very honest talk.
And we're in a great moment right now. And obviously, we were talking about just before about the Dortmund announcement as well.
Yep.
We've just been making a huge amount of noise with our partnerships. Yesterday, we announced the Liverpool partnership.
Of course.
This year, we're in Germany, so we saved the big Borussia Dortmund. We've got a 3-year partnership with Barcelona, a 3-year partnership with Liverpool, a 4-year partnership with Borussia Dortmund.
And this is like you are a partner with that club. It's not just licenses in the way that we kind of generally expect from that side of things in football games.
Do you know what? It's a wonderful topic, licenses, because it's
Let's go deep.
It's the problem that PES has, right? And I think what we're trying to do is fight the battle without really going in it in a way which we're not known for. So, for example, what you're seeing now is fantastic gameplay. It's real, the way the players are moving. And what we want to do is, by signing these partnerships, we want to improve the experience for the users. So when you do see the Barcelona players like Iniesta here to Neymar, is he going to... Oh, nice.
But we should point out, this is all live. We're just reacting to someone play football games.
Absolutely. But what you're seeing, though, is the players behaving naturally and moving naturally, but they look incredible. We 3D captured them. They're fantastic. And it allows us, when we partner with these teams, to make them look super authentic, not just the players, but also the stadium. When you play in the Camp Nou, by the way, that's only going to be in PES. We have it perfectly replicated from day and night cycle from the exterior. We have the hymnal when you come out, the chants, Iniesta, Messi, everything is perfect. And we're doing that for all the clubs that we partner with.
I was going to say, you've got You'll Never Walk Alone at Liverpool and
exactly,
stuff.
and the version for Dortmund as well.
Nice.
And you've got the big wall and the famous crowd. It's a fantastic moment for us because when it comes to licenses, we want all the licenses as well. But when it comes to PES, I really believe if PES had really poor gameplay and really didn't look after the game and we had all the licenses, people wouldn't buy PES.
Yeah.
It's come from a different source, a different history, heritage, and we have to look after the game and build the licenses this way because it benefits then the fact that we're doing the partnerships, benefits that we do have these licenses, but also it benefits the consumers as well because they have a fantastic product.
And what are we talking about with those other licenses then? Are you able to talk us to who else you've got, whether they're, the non-partnership stuff, what we've got lined up?
Well, right now, I mean, overall, there's a huge list of teams. There's nearly 200 teams in the game. We've got the fully licensed Ligue 1 and Ligue 2, which is the French league.
Nice.
We've got the Eredivisie, which is the Dutch league as well. And then we've got a whole host of licensed teams mixed in with unlicensed teams, all with real players from the English league, from Division 1 and 2, from the Spanish league 1 and 2. With Italy, we've got 19 of the 20 top flight teams as well. We've actually increased the stadium, so despite the licensing issues that people may think that we have, last year we had 24 stadiums, this year we have 30. Two of them are going to come in a data pack. The Signal Iduna Arena, I think.
I'm not aware of that one.
From Dortmund. I've been learning this. I've been practicing. And Anfield, of course, as well. But both of them will be coming in a free data pack after launch as well.
Oh, cool.
And also, obviously we're in Germany and we've been obviously traveling Europe. We're doing a lot of European announcements. But I'm happy to say for our North, Central and South American users, viewers, that we are going to announce some exclusive partnerships next week. In those territories, nice. Which again will come with the benefits of, like I've been mentioning. And one thing that I actually haven't mentioned as well is that we are going to do a lot of legend players work as well.
Of course, yeah. So Barcelona, you've got Ronaldinho, you've got the old masters of that team coming in.
Puyol, Rivaldo, Belletti. We've got over 20, and the rights of the legend players are obviously held by the club. So the club are going to announce the full list of names, but cool. You can probably name a bunch of iconic players that you hope will be in PES, and I can safely say that everyone crazy that you're thinking of is going to be in that as well. Nice. And that's going to be a nice little benefit because they're going to come into my club, which we've just announced that my club is going to have this new auction house, which is where it allows users to choose and the player that they want. Last year it was like a roulette system, and we're going to put the legend players in there, but once you get them, you can actually sign them again in Master League as well.
Oh, sweet.
So it allows people to use them in different modes, offline as well.
And it's about kind of chasing them through my club to get them in Master League as well.
Exactly, and my club's been huge for us. We did the free-to-play last year as well, just around my club, and as a mode, it's still quite young. It's only been with us for 2 years, and obviously monetizing team building modes are quite popular, and this one is super popular as well, so it's so fantastic for us.
And we've talked a lot around the game, but let's talk about the game we're seeing.
Please,
please. So the big change is
it's still 0-0 though.
I know, there's still no goals. It's an absolute thriller for the stream.
If I was playing. Yeah.
So we've got, having played it a little bit myself, the thing that really sticks out to me is I think you call it the real touch system, is
Absolutely.
That right? So yeah, like control and first touch from players now feels completely different to last year. Like you've really got some nice, like kind of acrobatic moves now.
Yeah.
It feels great.
I think one thing that we thought about with the real touch is really taking a lot of feedback. We can't forget about the way that PES has come, from a bad place now to a really good place, and we didn't want to leave people behind. However, our fans super passionate about the game, that's what I'll say. And they felt that last year we went too arcadey, and we wanted to slow the game down without really making you think it had been slowed down.
Okay.
And the real touch system allows us to create this moment of you thinking about, well, I've got to take a touch. I've got to make sure that I take a good touch to make a good pass, and the ball's quite high. I shouldn't pass straight away. And without you thinking it, the game has just slowed down.
And it forces you to think about where you're going to push the ball. Like, it forces you to think about space a lot more. I find. Like, there's a sense of not just trying to directly run for the goal all the time. It's about thinking around the game.
Absolutely as well. And with that, we've brought in precise pass, which kind of balances with the real touch. And what that means is that it's always your next action is always built from that first touch. So if you make a really good first touch, you'll make a really good first pass. If you don't make a good first touch, you're less likely to make a good pass. However, if you've got a very skilled player that Arsenal are showing right now, like Sanchez or Ozil, those players, even under pressure, will still make a very good pass as well.
So it's tied right back into the players who are doing those things.
Absolutely.
Have you got any unique moves for certain, star players, or is
actually, we've got a new Rabona fake move for Pogba and Neymar.
Nice.
But we are looking at adding in more unique player movements. All the tricks are available to all the players. However, only certain players can perform them at a high level.
Gotcha.
Then there's some special tricks. The way that certain players will do a shot fake will be performed uniquely depending on who they are. Someone like Neymar, again, for example, is known to be a very much trickster, and he will perform trick moves in a variety of different ways in the game as well. So it's all based on skill level, which is not being shown right now. But one thing that I will say to Jay, in terms of the game, the single player has fantastic AI, and it's being shown by Arsenal a little bit here. I'm not just saying that. So one thing that we've brought in here is adaptive AI.
Okay.
And what that is the AI will learn how you play,
Okay.
and change their tactics.
That's some Skynet
So, for
stuff.
example, yeah, it is a bit
man.
crazy. It's only for single player. I think it just shows how predictable the user is playing as Barcelona. But so Arsenal have learned exactly what how he plays and things, and they'll just change. So if he keeps passing to Messi, they'll double mark on Messi.
Oh, so it's mid-game. It's not like
No,
over
it's
the course of your
per
play.
game. It's per game.
Okay.
And in the same sense, if you attack down the wings, the AI will double up on the wings, and you'll hear the commentator actually mention these cues when it actually happens as well. But it's not only how you attack. If you start to block off short passes, the AI will start going long. So it's something that is quite crazy. It's a little bit Skynet. Right now it's working amazingly well, and we're super happy with how it's and I'm sure it's going to bring a brand new story to Master League.
That's really interesting. And then, I mean, on a wider level, you're talking about, going out to the wings and stuff. You've got tactical instructions now that you can do on the fly to change how you're playing moment to moment,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah. We've got the advanced instructions, which allows you to go a little bit deeper. If you want to play a passing game, you've got the tiki-taka. If you want to press high, you've got the Gegen pressing, and you can activate that super easy. When you see the gameplay here, right at the bottom of Suarez is obviously fouled ferociously. As at the bottom you can see these little icons beside the player name. You've got like a little dial which shows the advanced instructions, and then you've got the little bar as well which shows the attacking levels. As you can see, Arsenal are trying to attack a little bit more right now to get that goal in
the
stoppage time.
The dying seconds. This 0-0 thriller. I mean, that's an interesting thing. Does that tie in with the adaptive AI then? Like, so the computer starts seeing how you're playing, you change up the way, you change up your instructions, and then kind of go from there.
Absolutely,
rework it.
And it gets crazy in the derbies as well, because what you'll see is that the AI will be overly aggressive, fouling, trying to win the ball back, especially if they're losing as well. So